It's Manchu. Welcome to Minecraft Bedrock vs. Java, where I play through both versions of the game and compare them. I'm here in the Java world after having beaten the Wither. I've done it in both Bedrock Edition and Java Edition once, and now I have a beacon in each world. I want more beacons. I'm going to fight the Wither some more. And today I'm going to fight the Wither above ground. We'll see how well that goes, with the benefit of this beacon. I want to set up this beacon and use some of the features of it to help me fight the Wither. It should make things much easier. But to use a beacon, I need to power it. I need to set up a base of blocks for it, and I'm going to use iron blocks for that. I can set up as simple as a 3x3 platform and put the beacon here. That's enough to power it minimally, but I want to fully power it for maximum range and maximum amount of effects. For that I need 4 levels, each one 2 blocks wider than one before. So the base will be 9 blocks wide, and the level above that will be 7 blocks wide, the level above that will be 5 blocks wide, and the top level will be 3 blocks wide. So the base blocks for this can be iron blocks, or gold blocks, or emerald blocks, or even netherite blocks, or any combination of those kind of blocks. I'm happening to use iron here because I have a lot of it on hand from the iron farm. Usually to power a beacon like this, I prefer to use emerald blocks because I typically have a trading hall and I use that for experience, just to gain levels. And as a result of that, I tend to have a lot of emerald blocks. But I didn't pick up emeralds from my trading hall before I left. But I do have on hand a lot of iron blocks, so that's what I'm going to use here. Okay. Now if I place the beacon down here, nothing happens. Nothing happens, obviously, because the beacon needs to be exposed to sky. So I have to dig a hole all the way up to the surface, and I'm actually going to fight the Wither on the surface. But this beacon will be safely protected way deep underground. What level am I at now? Y11. Yeah. I have a problem. I wanted to fight the Wither on the surface, but this is where it comes out, where they put the beacon. It's in the middle of a swamp. I don't have depth strider on my boots, and that means this terrain would slow me down terribly. What am I going to do about this? This is about the worst place I could think of to summon the Wither unless I had Depth Strider. So, I have to either move the beacon somewhere else, or get Depth Strider on my boots. Okay. I've moved the beacon somewhere else. This should be a better location. And when I get up top, I'll show you, like, what it looks like. But I can place the beacon right on top of this, and now has access all the way to the sky. Yeah. Now I want to put some effects on this to make fighting the Wither a little easier. Let's see here. Now, because it's this level, I can give it one effect and then a secondary effect. The secondary effect can be amplifying the effect I chose. So if I chose haste, I can amplify it to haste 2, or just regeneration as a secondary effect. I'm going to choose resistance, regeneration as the effects, and this is kind of showing you what you can use to activate the effects on the beacon. It's any of these items. I have a bunch of iron with me, so I'm going to use that. There we go. Now I have resistance and regeneration. That should make fighting the Wither a lot easier. There's lots of spider sounds going on around here. I guess there must be like a spider spawner. Maybe a dungeon around here somewhere. Give me some room to get out of here. Alright, let's go up top. And here's the spot I've chosen to fight the Wither. A desert. That should be a little bit easier. It's nice and flat here. The only real danger is, what if I fall into this pit? So I'm going to fix it so that's not going to be a problem. by placing down some water here. Now, if you're wondering why I have all these chickens here, the Wither, when it's summoned, it will explode. Any mobs that are killed by the Wither will cause the creation of a Wither Rose. And that's the only way to get Wither Roses. They're kind of an interesting item. They have some unusual effects. I'm not sure how useful they are. Not like I'm going to use them for anything that I have in mind right now, but it's the only way to get these things, and while I'm summoning the Wither, I might as well go to the effort to get it. Okay, so something I should point out about this beacon, it extends up to, like, as high as it can. The range of it is, I believe, 50 blocks with it 4 full levels. It's 50 blocks laterally in every direction from that beacon. So if I get too far away from it, that effect's going to go away. That's really the only danger fighting the Wither up here. The Wither may wander off too far. Oh, this bunny's kind of scared me. Like, something's sneaking around here. And it's pretty far. The thing is that the effect lasts for, I believe, 17 seconds. So it won't even start flashing until sometime after I get out of range. Let's see what the extent of the range is. There, okay. So it's somewhere around here is how far away I can get. As long as the Wither doesn't wander too far out of there, I'll be alright. Hopefully it won't. And this beacon, you can see it from quite a distance. I'm not sure exactly how far away, but it's pretty far. When I get to doing this in Bedrock Edition, you'll see that the range that you can see the beacon from is much smaller. But in Java Edition, the beacon is actually a nice landmark because you can see it from so far away. Okay, I think that's good. Let's drink the potion night vision. Let's wander off a little bit. Don't want to go too far. That should be far enough away to be out of blast range. Come here. Oh, this is going to be hard to target. Oh, I regret already. I got it. Whoops. I'm watching my hearts here, but it doesn't seem to be hurting me too much. With the resistance reducing the damage I take, combined with the regeneration, it's not hurting me too much. I just have to manage to hit the thing. Where are you? Crap. The problem is it's hovering right over me and I can't get away from it. I'm actually hurting it from thorns. Alright, it's got to... Hang on, I need something. Need a golden apple. Oh, he's all over me. And it's dead. Picked up the Wither Star, good. I did a lot of damage to the terrain around here, but Yeah, it barely hurts me. Alright, let's pick up some of these Wither Roses. Alright, that's how it went fighting the Wither with one beacon. Now I can add another beacon. But even with one beacon, even with resistance 1 and regeneration, the thing barely hurt me. It barely even hurt me. That was... The only challenge was, like, actually targeting it, because it maneuvers a lot better when it's not underground. Now let me add another beacon, and I'll summon it again. And another beacon, and summon it again. Well, this is kind of buried in a tight space, so it's hard to see, but I've extended out the side of the pyramid here so that I can add this other beacon, and then next to that, when I get another beacon, I can add that on too, and they'll all be fully powered. Now let me change this to resistance 2. Change this to strength and regeneration. Yeah, it seems good. There. Now I have the effects of strength, resistance 2, and regeneration. This fight and the next one should be a cakewalk. Okay, that went fairly smoothly, except the thing I was worried about with the Wither wandering away from the beacons, yeah, that actually happened for the last time. Unfortunate, but pretty successful. There wasn't much worry, except I had to coax the Wither back to the area around the beacons. I didn't really have to get worried about getting hurt by it. It couldn't do enough damage to me. And mostly from that first Wither I summoned with all the chickens around, I got more than a stack and a half of Wither Roses. I don't know what they're going to do with them, but I got them. And they are harder to come by otherwise, because really, from the Wither killing thing, this is the only way you get them. But now I have 3 beacons plus another nether star. I can make a 4th beacon and set them all up someplace and build it up looking nice. But I'll deal with that later. Now I want to go to the Bedrock world and try to fight the Wither multiple more times in Bedrock Edition with the benefit of beacons. But again, I'm going to try to do it above ground. Not something I would normally recommend doing, fighting the Wither, but with the benefit of the beacons, maybe I can pull it off. And now here I am in the Bedrock Edition world, and I'm ready to start summoning the Wither here. You can see I made this beacon out of emeralds, powered it with emeralds. Let's head up to the top. The terrain here is not quite as friendly as what I picked out for the Java Edition world. It's because this is right underneath where I originally summoned the Wither. It's directly underneath it. But it's not the terrible terrain of the swamp. Oh, hi. How you doing? Anything good for sale? Okay, now here I am, same kind of situation. I have a bunch of chickens there, and everything's set up to summon the Wither. Do you see the beacon? Can you see where it is? There it is. Like I said earlier, in Java Edition you can see this beam from quite some distance away. Here, in theory, it's supposed to be visible within 64 blocks, I think, but, you know, that's a lot less than 64 blocks, and I can't see it. So, not really a good landmark. I guess that's just part of the nature of, you know, some kind of graphics optimization thing that Bedrock Edition, you just can't see the beacon from as far away. The effect still works the same distance. Anyway, I think I'm ready to get this going. Yeah, this terrain is not nearly as flat and even. I just hope it works out. Let's take a Potion of Leaping for what it's worth. Potion of Night Vision. And let's do this. I got a bunch of extra arrows because I ran out in the last one. Don't run off on me. The AI for this one is going to be a little different. It tends to not hover in one place. It fires a bunch of skulls, then it moves, and it fires a bunch of skulls, and it moves. Stand still. And you can see it's like every 3rd or 4th skull is a blue skull. Oh, I'm hurting a little bit. Hang on. Where is he? Okay, it's down. Come on. Come on. Oh, it's gonna charge. Okay. Almost got you. Almost done. There goes another charge. shoot. There we go. Back away. There we go. There's my second nether star. It certainly hurt me. How did you survive? Oh my god. Legendary. I'm not killing that guy. Wandering traders trying to make a living. And what happens? A wither gets summoned right on top of him. But does he even flinch? No, he's fine. That is one tough wandering trader. I don't know why I'm picking up all these blocks. Alright, let me get the next beacon set up and go from there. Oh, there's a crater here where the chickens used to be. I'm afraid I didn't get any wither roses from them. Sad, but I'm not too torn about it. Okay, let's do it. Show me what you got with her. I hit it with its own wither skeleton skull there. Oh, it's gonna charge. There comes another charge. Gotcha. I need one of those lingering potions of healing too. The last time. This time, nah. With the resistance to and regen. I didn't need it. It was fine. Where'd he go? Where? There he is. Where'd he go? There we are. he's gonna blow up. Get out, get out, get out. Well, that's it. It's done. I have now fought the Wither a total of 4 times in Java Edition and a total of 4 times in Bedrock Edition. No deaths. The first Wither I faced in Bedrock Edition, I had to use Totem of Dying right there near the end. That was it. Certainly didn't die. You know, once you defeat the Wither once, these beacons, man, they make it easy. They make the fight really easy. I think I actually had an easier time in the Bedrock Edition world after getting a beacon than in the Java Edition world after I had a beacon, because the AI of the Bedrock Edition Wither is different, and it seems to hang around closer. It doesn't wander off as far as the one in Java Edition did. That was really the only problem I had facing the Wither in Java Edition at all, was when it wandered away from the beacons. You know, when I started this channel and I started this series, this was as far as I intended to go. I've made all the farms I set out to make. I've done the entire survival progression. I fought the End Dragon. I fought the Wither many times. What's left? I'm not really sure at this point. I don't know if I should continue this series and continue to talk about differences, cover differences between Bedrock and Java Edition. There's still a lot more to cover. Maybe I should try something like Skyblock. I know it's a little late to the party with Skyblock. It's kind of an old thing by now, but I've always been fascinated by the idea of Skyblock. I'm not sure that I can fairly compare Java Edition, Bedrock Edition in Skyblock, but I could try. I could try to do a Bedrock Edition version of Skyblock and a Java Edition version of it and play through both of those. That's another idea. I'm not really sure what I'm going to do next, but I'll have to think it over, think it through, come up with some new ideas, and maybe it'll take me a week or so before I come out with any more videos. And I'll figure out where to go from here. And if you made it this far in this video, you probably like what you saw, so click on the like button. And if you want to in the future see more videos like this, subscribe to the channel. There will be more content of some kind related to covering parity differences between Bedrock and Java Edition. If you're new to my channel and new to the series, hey, check out this playthrough series, because I have over 30 episodes of covering parity differences as I play through survival mode. Some of them more interesting than others, but I think all of them have some interest. And if you are subscribed to my channel, you'll find out what happens next on Amanchu's Minecraft, Java vs. Bedrock.